Aloha and good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us here in the H&N Digital Center. I'm Dylan Ancheta alongside our Emily Cristobal. We have been tracking such an exciting day here for so many Oahu residents and residents for the state of Hawaii in general. Of course, it is the opening of Honolulu's Skyline. And let's get right to our live reporter, Annalisa Burgos, who is there at the Halawa station. Aloha, Annalisa. We see the crowds behind you. What's about to happen?
Yeah, aloha guys, they're about to open in about 5 minutes from now, but you can see that they have already lined up. They actually let up a group of about 200 people already to the platform because they're trying to monitor the crowds here, make sure that they aren't filling them to capacity so that other people at the different stops can get on as well. But let me show you this. They are actually giving free holo cards at the station, so you don't have to buy them. You can actually pick one up for free right here. You don't need to load it up through July 4th because rides are free. But starting at July 5th and afterwards, it's going to cost you to load them up. But at least you can get them for free right here. And you can see people are lining up already, excited to try the rail. Let me take you upstairs to where the first group is going to actually start their first ride in about a few minutes from now. But as we've been reporting all morning, there was a big grand opening ceremony that happened with the dignitaries, some VIPs that we were reporting this morning. We just passed the gates here, so you can see that the fare gates are completely open because you don't need the holo card today. Starting tomorrow you do. They won't be charged until the 5th, but you will need to tap them. So essentially how it works is when these are closed during the regular operating hours, you have to tap on the other side to get in and then tap to get out, and then it'll be deducted. And of course you see the kiosks. We'll tell you about those a little bit later, but I want you to see the first group that's about to get on the train. This is the main station here at Halawa, Aloha Stadium, the end terminal that's going over to East Kapolei, the end over there. So there's 3 ways to get up to the platform. You could either take the elevator because they're all ADA accessible. You could take the escalator, or if you want to work out, they've got stairs. It was a good workout. We tried it this morning. But I don't know if I can do that every day, but it is a good workout for everybody. And just a reminder, you guys, this is one of the 3 park and ride locations. So you can see this is the Halawa parking lot. It's free to park here now, and then you can ride. You can see people starting to stream in. They have capacity of about 600 spaces, so you can see it's not that full yet. And then if it does get full a little bit later on, you could ride over there or park over there at the Aloha Stadium. They will charge you $9 though, so just be mindful because they have the 50th State Fair going on. So here we are on the platform. You can see people already waiting. Hey, how are you? Aloha. 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 Well, let's talk to you since you were ready to. Hello. Are you excited about the opening of the Skyline?
Yeah, I'm excited to ride the Skyline.
What are you most excited about? Why did you want to come out today on the first day?
So I wanted to come out the first day because, it's so exciting to ride the rail, right? Like, the first time. Like, instead of riding the bus.
Have you ever ridden a rail system before in other places?
Yeah, in the mainland.
Okay, but first time obviously here in Hawaii, our very first time. What was your name again?
Rodrich.
Roderick?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from here. I'm from Waikiki, actually.
Waikiki, so you came in from Waikiki.
Yeah,
you came in from Waikiki.
To come here, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, good to meet you. Enjoy it. And you can see, a mix of families, kapuna. Let's go down the rail over here. Oh, let's talk to some of our kapuna over here. Hey, guys! Are you excited?
Oh, yes. Looking forward to this.
What's your name?
Thank you, Jane Takato.
Jane Takata.
Yes.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Aiea.
Aiea,
Yes.
so not too far. What are you most excited about for this first ride?
Well, we wanted to know what it's like. We never went on a train. We never went on a bus.
Never on a train?
No.
Wow.
This is great. Yeah.
So this is really your first experience?
Yes.
And what's your
Thank
name?
you.
Stanley.
Jane and Stanley. Okay, did you guys get a holo card by any chance?
We did. Yes.
Okay, so you haven't taken the buses either?
No, so we don't have a holo card for the bus.
Are you guys going to go all the way to the end, or
Yes.
what are you going to do?
I like to go all the way to the end
And back.
and back.
And back. So you'll stay for the whole 45-minute ride?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, it's good to see you. We'll check back in with you a little bit later. you can very much. Yeah, nice to meet you guys. So people that haven't even ridden a rail anywhere, as opposed to the other gentleman who said that he had ridden it on the mainland. So you might recognize this type of system. So you can see they're similar to like the airport transit systems that you see on the mainland at different big airports. But this is really the first transit urban system in the United States. So that's pretty exciting for Hawaii to claim that. Oh, and we have another group of ladies here. Hi, guys. Hi. Okay, sorry, I hear you, Dylan. Okay.
We're so excited to go on the transit. Yes.
First time
yes,
any
first
kind of train system, or you've tried a train system before?
No, not yet. Never tried it yet.
Are you guys going to go all the way to the end?
All the
Yes.
way and back.
What are you most excited about?
Sightseeing.
See how fast it goes.
Ah, okay. Hold on, because I heard it does go a little bit fast. So make sure you hold on, get a seat. Sorry, Dylan, were you going to say something?
Yeah, no, Annalisa, we are seeing the excitement here, and in fact, it is a minute after 2 o'clock. Can you tell us or show us, are there more people coming up the stairs? What is this crowd's looking like?
Right now? Well, okay, so this is the first group. They're actually waiting. Okay, let me show you this over here. Corbin, show this over here. So this is the digital time clock. It says that the next train is coming within 2.5 minutes, or at least you'll be able to get on in about 2.5 minutes. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm very behind.
See you on TV.
Good to see you. So, and yeah, good to see you. And we have more excited folks. So anyway, so that's what we're waiting for. So this group is going to go on first. They're, like I told you guys, they're managing crowd control. So they're going to let the next group, once this group clears, you know, they don't want it to get overly crowded, you know, just because safety. Oh, it must be arriving. Let's show you guys.
Yeah, it definitely looks super exciting out there, and people are obviously waiting to, you know, board the train. When did this first round of riders, when were they allowed into the station? Do you know?
Oh, when were they allowed?
Yeah, when did they start coming into the station?
They started coming in about 15 minutes ago. Here it is. Here's the train arriving, guys. So this is the first group that's going to be able to experience a train. Look at all these phones. Everyone's showing it. They're excited, you know, to share with their friends and family that they are the first to ride the Skyline rail system here in Hawaii. There they go.
Oh boy.
I feel like we should go with them. Let's go with them, Corbin.
Yeah, hop on that train.
We're gonna go in.
Let's go ahead, hop on that train.
I haven't been on it, guys. I haven't been on it yet. So me and Corbin, this is our first time, and you can see, you know, there's plenty of space. They're really managing the crowd right here. And like I said, once this clears, they're going to let that other group up and wait at the platform, because every 10 minutes the train is going to be coming in. So they leave on the 2s, it looks like at this point, or the 3s.
There is a lady behind you, Annalisa. There is a lady behind you, a few rows in. She was waving. She looks quite excited to be there. She has the shades and she's looking at you right now. If you can go ahead and ask her how she's feeling in this moment, we'd love to hear from her.
Hey, family. Hello. What is your name?
Lynn.
Oh, hold on. We have to hold on.
My name is Lynn, and this is Charlie.
Hey, guys. Are you excited about the first to ride?
Yeah, we were waiting for it for the last half an hour or so.
Okay, so you guys waited.
Yes.
Oh, and look at the views. What do you guys think?
That's nice. That's
Very
really nice.
pretty. Yeah. It's almost like a ride, like a amusement park ride.
I can't wait for the leeward side. It'll be really pretty there.
Yeah. Are you guys going to go all the way to the end?
Yes.
Okay.
Station number 1, right?
Yeah, you can brag to everyone that you were the first to ride the first urban rail system in the country. Perfect. Okay, so Kim Ann again. What was your name, sir? Charlie. Kim and Charlie. Thanks, folks. What city are you guys from? Town.
We live in Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. So nearby. Very convenient. You guys can use it as often as you want. Perfect. So you guys, look at that view, huh? It's beautiful. and it's air conditioned in here. There's Wi-Fi. I mean, you could just sit here and chill for like 45 minutes on a busy hot day in here in Hawaii.
Yeah, no, Annalisa, it's absolutely beautiful, and we're so glad that you're showing us these images. If you could, for a moment, we know there's some luggage racks, some bike racks. Can you tell us, for people with some extra luggage, when this eventually does go to the airport, what can they bring on? Where can they put it? Show us around.
Yeah, that's right. Corbin's showing us this bike rack here. This is where you can put your luggage, store your luggage. We see, obviously, everything is ADA. Hey, guys. Aloha. Welcome. Is this your bike?
Yep.
Oh, here. Let's talk to the bike owner right here. Are you excited to be able to take the bike? Are you going to go biking over at the other end?
Oh, no, I'm just going to ride and come back.
You're going to ride and come back. Just try it out. Oh, perfect. Are you excited to be among the first?
Terrific.
Yeah.
Right on.
What's your name?
Kavika.
Kavika. From where?
Milani.
Melelani. All right. Well, good to see you. Thanks for talking with us. So, guys, so you see, also it's ADA accessible. We have a gentleman here with his wheelchair. Good to see you. Are you excited to ride it?
I'm a retired city bus driver.
I'm sorry?
I'm a retired city bus driver.
Oh, you're retired city bus driver experiencing the rail, the Skyline for the first time. Are you excited? What does this mean for you?
Well, it means I got to ride it before I die. Been waiting for about 20 years now.
You've been waiting for 20 years. You don't want to sit down, sir? You got it? You got it? Okay. And what was your name again?
Robert Kent.
Robert, nice to meet you. Retired city bus driver, really wanted to try Hawaii's first rail system, the Skyline. Waited 20 years to do it. What do you think so far? Oh, see, you have to be careful. What do you think so far? How's the ride for you?
So far, so good.
So far, so good?
Little jerky.
Little jerky, but it's okay.
A little bit jerky.
Oh, we got another bike.
Yes, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Annalisa.
You guys have tried it, yeah.
I want to ask you, if you could ask some of the riders there, obviously there have been so many tests going on. Do any of the riders have any concerns about safety or anything like that? Can you ask some people there what they think about that?
The safety test. Yeah, well, let's keep moving down. How are you guys doing? We're doing a story for Hawaii News Now about being the first. I know. Are you guys okay? You don't want to sit down, or there's no more chairs, I guess. So you have to be aware. How do you feel about the safety of the rail? Are you feeling like it's pretty safe? Or?
I think so, as long as you hold on.
Well, you do have a baby, so as long as you're paying attention, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's capacity already, guys. At least for the chairs. So it's only standing room, but that's what they really wanted to do, was make sure that they don't overcrowd, because it would ruin the experience. We actually just stopped by, I think, one of the stops. I haven't been paying attention because we've been talking. We passed Pearl Ridge. Okay. So we're still. I wish you know what they do. Usually they're. Oh, here we go. Let's look at the system map. Hey guys, aloha. How's everyone doing? Woo! First riders on the bus, or not the bus, the Skyline. Aloha, aloha. Okay, so our other gentleman said that we just passed by Pearl Ridge, so Kalawao. So that was the first stop, and now we're heading this way. So as you can see, all 9 stops are open. We didn't pick up that many passengers over at Kalawao, so let's see what we get over at Waiava. Hey guys, how are you guys enjoying safety? You are one of our ADA riders. How are you feeling? Is it
good?
safe?
I feel safe. Yeah, it's good.
How excited are you to have this type of system here in Hawaii?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I know. I'm almost like surfing over here. Yeah.
Good. Hang on.
Is it nice and smooth?
Nice, smooth.
Mm-hmm. Who are you here with today?
My grandson, Andrew, and the other 2 is over there with and Pearl, and that's like sitting on a chair.
Nice. And what was your name again?
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Nice to meet you, Stephanie. Where are you from?
Halava.
Halava. Oh, so you can go every day if you want.
Yeah.
Do you have a polo card?
My granddaughter has it. He's hanging on to it.
But see, as you can see.
Hi.
Aloha.
Yeah,
you're online. You're grand.
Oh wow, that's so awesome.
All right.
Yeah, you know, Annalisa.
Do you see how everyone's so excited? All kinds of riders.
Totally. And Annalisa, you know, you mentioned that you're also a bus rider. How does that compare to, you know, riding the rail?
Oh, you know, with a bus, it's, you know, you have to deal with traffic, as you guys know, with the stops and depending on the time of day. But obviously with the rail, you got these beautiful views, you get the beautiful air conditioning, there's free Wi-Fi. And, you know, the vibe here on the train, I mean, everyone's just so happy and excited to finally try something that they've been waiting for years, you know, to really experience. Look at families, hey guys, aloha. So, you know, everyone's just really excited. It's finally here, you know, a historic day. I know there was a lot of, you know, criticism about the budget and about all the problems they had in the beginning. But I feel like the vibe today is people just kind of are happy. They're just with a
lot of people
that,
are
look,
making
we have
it
this
a
amazing
family affair. A lot of people are making it a family affair, and it's so great to see. Annalisa, we're going to go ahead and give you a little break so you can recollect yourself. We're going to take a quick look back at the history of the rail, but we're going to, don't go too far, we're going to check in with you in about 5 minutes. So if you want to move to another part of the train, you can go ahead and do that, find some new people to talk to, and then we'll check in with you and see where you're at 5 minutes from now. So be on standby, Annalisa. We are coming back to you. How fun is that, Emily?
I know, absolutely. Well, I was actually privileged to actually go on the rail earlier for a media day, and I gotta say, just being on the rail and experiencing the Skyline was definitely something that I never imagined I would get to do here at home in Hawaii. I've definitely ridden some trains in the mainland, you know, in Boston and the New York subway, but man, being in Hawaii and being just like that elevated, like in seeing Hawaii at a different vantage point, you know, passing the places that I usually just drive on the road, on the freeway. So really just awesome seeing this feat.
So good for you. You got to ride. I have yet to step foot in it. But some fun facts. We've been telling you all about these trains. Each train is 256 feet long. Now, Hart and the Department of Transportation Services said there are 188 seats on each train. And at full capacity, including standing, each train can hold the equivalent of 10 regular city buses. So that's a lot of people. They'll be moving every single day. And it's just interesting to see how people will finally utilize this, either work it into their normal routes or find new ways to make sure they get to a station and utilize it to where they need to be. Of course, this is only the first half of the system. We are still working on the route to the airport and into town, but our station is located here in Kalihi, and for months now we have seen the road work along Dillingham, and things have really been shaping up, so to speak.
Yeah, so it's actually the first 9 stations. So it takes you from Halawa Aloha Stadium all the way out to East Kapolei. And, you know, it has some pretty good, you know, stops. It has UH West Oahu, Leeward Community College, and even around Pearl Ridge, too. So, you know, if you want to stop by at Pearl Ridge area and, you know, go shopping, you know, after hopping on the rail, that's totally an option, too.
I feel like those rail stations in Pearl Ridge area will be probably the most popular.
Totally.
I know I would definitely hop on, hop off. Let's go to the mall, guys. Let's get some sushi.
Yeah, I know. You can totally plan like your whole day around it, you know.
Exactly.
Go through the whole route from Aloha Stadium to East Kapolei, and then, you know, if you want to grab some lunch on the way, just hop
off. It's also pretty exciting to see everyone, the Hawaii people who said they've never been on a train before. That was striking for me. I personally also have been limited experience with trains until my travels recently. Just came back from Seattle, where they have monorail from a tram from the airport to downtown, and also Japan and their rail system, exquisite, impeccable. So seeing how they do it there, hopefully this lives up to that, the efficiency in some way, shape, or form. But of course, we know that getting to this point was no easy task. This has been years in the works. For more on a look at the history of the rail and some of the problems and troubles it's faced, let's turn to our Keahi Tucker, who filed this report.
Talk of a rail project to help alleviate Oahu's increasing traffic troubles first began in 1968 when Neil Blaisdell was mayor. His successor a year later, Frank Fosse, championed the idea for a 29-mile rail line from Hawaii Kai to Pearl City. But Fosse lost his re-election bid in 1980. And a few months later, new mayor Eileen Anderson canceled all rail plans.
Ridership numbers that had been anticipated when HART was proposed are simply not materializing.
But when Fosse was re-elected in 1984, he brought rail back on track. And by 1990, federal money was promised for a 17-mile system. The city wanted a 0.5% general excise tax surcharge to provide local funding. Public support was mixed, but it seemed like a done deal at Honolulu Hale. Then, suddenly, any hope for rail died during a council committee vote in 1992.
Councilmember Mancho?
No.
Councilmember Morgado?
No.
Councilmember Reen Mancho, a one-time rail supporter, changed sides in the final hours of the surcharge debate and stopped the train with a single swing vote, saying the Fosse administration failed to prove the project was financially sound.
I think the people of the city and county of Honolulu, especially the younger generation, have lost out.
Fosse's successor, Jeremy Harris, started bus rapid transit before his term was up in 2004. But a few months later, new mayor Mufi Henneman scrapped the system. He was able to get funding for rail after state legislators allowed counties to impose a GET surcharge to pay for public transportation systems. Oahu's 4% GET increased to 4.5%. It's set to expire in 2030.
It will not waste taxpayers' dollars. I make that pledge to you.
There was also a highly influential supporter in Congress, longtime Hawaii U.S. Senator Daniel Inouye.
I guarantee you this much, I'm going to do my damnedest to see that money comes in.
What followed was years of back and forth over the right route and the exact type of system. In 2008, voters finally had their say and chose steel-on-steel rail. They also voted 2 years later to create the Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation, or HART. The city finally broke ground in 2011 for what had become a $4 billion project. But work was soon paused for more than a year because of a federal lawsuit over Native Hawaiian burial sites. During that time, former Governor Ben Cayetano joined the 2012 mayoral race to kill the project if elected.
The most mismanaged project that I've ever seen in my 28 years in public office.
But he lost to rail supporter Kirk Caldwell. Over the next several years, the project struggled with rising costs, public distrust, changes in HART leadership, and billions of dollars in funding shortfalls. The FTA eventually withheld federal money and forced HART to issue several recovery plans. In 2020, the agency canceled a public-private partnership plan for the city center section because bids were higher than expected.
Both came in above $1 billion, almost $1.3 billion above the affordability limits.
I, Rick Blangiardi, do solemnly swear.
The tough job of figuring out how to pay for rail was then passed on to Honolulu's next leader, Rick Blangiardi. He eventually received federal approval to cut the line 1.25 miles short, ending in Kaka'ako instead of Ala Moana. The city also ditched a $330 million park and ride structure at Pearl Highlands to keep the project's price tag under $10 billion.
Well, our intent was to say, how much money do we have, and how far can we possibly take this?
The city will need to look for other funding to someday stretch the line to Ala Moana. But now, after decades of debate and delays, Skyline, Hawaii's largest ever public works project, is ready for riders.
This really fulfills a 50-year promise to the people of Oahu. We were going to put in a rail system. This transfer ushers in a new era.
A new era and a new way to connect Oahu's first and second cities. Keahi Tucker, Hawaii News Now.
Once again, that was an interesting look back at the history of the rather troubled past of Honolulu's rail project, but today we are in a new era. Of course, today's festivities started with the untying of the Mailele and some rail Tips and parking. Free park and rides are located at Halawa, Ho'opili, and UH West. There is paid parking at Aloha Stadium, except for today, where people are being allowed to park, I believe, for free, just for today only. We will have to double check that. There is no rail parking, however, at Leeward Community College or the shopping centers nearby. Of course, it is recommended to use the buses to go to the stations or get drop off or just walk right on into the stations there. So that was, again, a look at the history of Honolulu's rail. And I want to go back now to our Annalisa Burgos. She jumped on the train at the Halawa station, rode it for a little bit, and now, Annalisa, tell us where you are.
Hey guys, we are here at the Waiawa station, and you can see the difference. There's like hardly anybody here. We have a few riders waiting for the train. It's going to come in about 5 minutes, but I wanted to talk to these folks right here. What are your guys' names?
My name is Sonny.
Sonny and?
Oh, John. Hey, how's it going?
John. Where are you guys from?
Right there, that building.
Oh, you guys
Central
live?
Park Plaza, yes, we see that.
Nice. So you guys can ride this every day if you want.
The view. It's beautiful. Finally, we get to ride the choo-choo train. You know, Akituba said the choo-choo train.
How long have you been waiting for this day?
Oh, how many years? You know, before they built this place, they built that place. This was all empty. Used to be a banana patch. But not no banana patch, but finally, but really long time.
Why are you going the other direction though? You don't want to go to Iskapole?
They said more people going that way, so we're going to take that way. We're going that route.
So you guys are taking the road less traveled.
Yes, that's what they said. More people going to Kapolei. Because they're coming from Aloha Stadium.
Yeah, you can see on the other side, the other train, they're already the difference in the passenger ridership. But, you know, the trains aren't really that full today. They're really managing the traffic. Oh, you can see some of the kids. Oh, very cute. They're so excited.
In due time, going to be full.
You think so?
People going to use this. It's a transportation. Finally, we get transport. Because look how much cars we have in Hawaii. Hawaii is choked.
Yeah. So you really think this is a good thing for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. What about you? What are you most excited about for today?
Oh, yeah, we're born and raised at some Hawaiian graveyard and and okay, I get my holo card.
Well, it's good that you guys are so nearby. And you guys can, but it's not that you have to go back around. So you go 2 stops and then you ride back all the way to Kapolei. Yeah,
hey,
wonderful.
Annalisa, I got a question if you can ask them.
Thanks, guys. Yes, tell us, Dylan.
Yeah, so they live in that tower right there, correct? If you could ask them how they feel about living so close, are they concerned about noise or extra foot traffic in their area? Ask them about that.
Oh. Sunny, come back. Our host over there wanted to find out, is there any concern about noise since you guys live nearby?
No noise. It's quiet, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You get to enjoy the view. What about the construction? All the construction that was going on.
They some club making more noise than anybody else. Every night they're doing things in the Sam's Club.
Yeah. So this isn't anything compared to that. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Sunny. Thank you. So as you heard, they're just excited to have a public system, be able to go back and forth from town to the west side. It's just such a convenience for a lot of people. And as we've been telling you all day, as well as in the weeks preceding today's big historic opening, it's free through July 4th, just to let people know that, they're here. You can take your families, you can take your bikes, you could use it as a leisure way to spend 45 minutes of your time if you want to go back and forth from the 2 stations. 9 stops all in all, and then 3 park and rides. But we're waiting right now. Let's see if we can make it. It's 2 more minutes. I don't know if you want to stick around with us, but basically you could see that the 2 minutes until the next train comes out. And we are heading back to the main Halawa station. But let me just show you guys this. This is the map. It's very convenient. You can see which stops are on your way so that you could keep track. And remember how I was telling you guys at Halava and at East Kapolei, there's only one way to go, one direction. So both tracks will go in that direction. Once you get to these other stops, you have to pay attention on which track you are going, because you want to make sure you're going either eastbound, westbound, the right track you're on. So this is eastbound. So here we go. We're going to go. Oh, look at the train. It looks full. Guys, these are the folks coming from the East Kapolei station. So let's go in. I don't know what number this is. I wonder if they are the first group to have ridden. Bye, guys. Get on. Let's get on. You guys getting on? Oh, here we go. Aloha. Hey, guys.
It definitely looks awesome. Another full truck filled with passengers up at the Skyline. That is so awesome. People are just so excited to be riding this. You know, Annalisa, I had a question. What is it like, you know, for our viewers who are watching this right now, what is it like riding the rail? Is it really that fast? Like, do you have to hold on? Do you feel like you're going to lose your balance? What is it like?
No, I think, as you can see, guys, did you see that? You just have to be mindful. They do stop and start kind of, you know, abruptly, but that's with any rail system. You know what I mean? If you guys ride on the mainland, the different airport trams or trains, even the Disneyland monorail, you know, that's the way it works here. It's meant to be just, you know, is fast. I have to say it's been smooth so far. How about you guys? What do you guys think? How have you guys enjoyed the ride so far?
We only got on like 2 minutes ago, and I'm already enjoying it.
Been looking forward to it for years, right?
Yeah, years.
For years.
Yeah, I can't believe it's finally open. It's awesome.
Did you guys ride on the East Kapolei? Where did you guys get on?
Just at Leeward Community College.
You were okay. Wonderful. How's the crowd been? Is this like the first train? I wonder. It's
not bad. Yeah. Every 10 minutes another one comes, so if it's too crowded, just wait for the next one.
Really. Was there a lot of people at the train stop that you guys got on?
Not the one we got on. No.
Yeah, I think most people are getting on the ends, the two ends, the butt ends.
We live over there, but we happen to be here, so.
Hi, aloha.
I moved from Houston, Texas to Hawaii. So I'm so happy I moved here.
You're excited. You didn't just move here for the Skyline, though.
Yes, I'm lucky.
All right. You see, thanks, guys. See, they are so excited. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Oh, and there we have it. You know, we have strollers, stroller friendly. It's bring the family. I mean, as you guys have noticed, we have people of all ages, ADA capable. Our folks. Let's walk over here to the folks over here. There we go.
As you're walking there. As you're walking there, tell us
how happy everyone is.
You jumped back on the rail there. Where are you guys headed to now?
Oh, so we basically went back eastbound, so we're going to Halava. We're going back to the Halava Aloha station, just a couple of stops. Where did you guys get on?
Kapolei.
So these are the folks that came from the East Kapolei, the end terminal.
That's actually perfect. That leads me to my next question, Annalisa. How long does it take for them to get from Kapolei to Halava about?
Oh, okay. So each train ride is going to take about 22 minutes one way. So if they want to do a round trip, it'll take about 45 minutes. That's assuming you don't get off at each of the stops. So you guys riding the whole way? You're not going to get off?
Just to experience the ride. So we're taking from Kapolei all the way to Halava, stadium.
How's the experience been? How has it been so far?
Well, it's beautiful. I can see a lot of nice
it's good fun.
Yeah.
You can see people, you guys made an outing out of it. It's like a field trip for everyone. Are you guys all part of the same group or organization?
No, we just met here.
Oh, you just met? Oh my God, they just met here. You can meet new friends on the Skyline. That's the tagline. Meet friends on the Skyline.
Oh boy, Annalisa, so much fun. Thank you so much for all your reporting out there. I know also Corbin is working hard, so we thank you so much. Annalisa, we're going to go ahead and give you... we're going to clear you because you are working so hard to balance yourself on the train there, and I can imagine Corbin also is working quite hard. So go ahead. Any final thoughts from you, Annalisa?
Big shout out for Corbin.
Yeah, any final thoughts from you?
Well, again, you just See, look at that. I'm like trying to brace myself. I'm surfing over here. But yeah, it's still open through 7 o'clock. Just be mindful that if you get on the train after 6, you might be having stuck somewhere if you don't get back to your original destination. So time it out that way, because they're going to shut down all the stops at 7. So make sure you're aware of that. But it's free through July 4th. You don't need the Holo card today. Just come on in. They have park and ride locations and 3 stops. And it's fun, guys. And look, you can make friends on the Skyline. All right, but we'll see you guys in the 4 and the newscast later on, and all the newscasts afterwards.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
if you pass by that Holo card station, I might need you to grab me a card, because I do not have a card yet. Everyone seems to have a card except for me.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I got you.
Thank you, Annalisa.
I got you. Here's one right here.
Thank you. All right, so go ahead and enjoy the rest of your ride there. So much fun out there. As you can see, people are making friends, and it's a fun time on that train.
Absolutely. I mean, she even got to talk to so many different people, people from out of state, a retired city bus driver. Can you imagine how that could be,
Yes.
riding the rail after being a bus driver for so long? That's so awesome.
Very
and
awesome.
Shout out to him. That's really cool.
We want to go ahead and recap some of the events from today. There were city and state leaders and dignitaries there. Around 9:45 in the morning is when they untied the maile. Of course, here in Hawaii, untying a maile signifies a whole new chapter for a massive project like this, essentially welcoming everyone in. So we're going to go ahead and play now some of the feed from the ceremony earlier today, in which you hear from Mayor Blangiardi, Josh Green, our governor there. So we're going to go ahead and let that play out as part of what aired in our special coverage earlier today. We do apologize. Give us 1 second here to work to get our cameras up and running. Live streaming here, guys. But nonetheless, it is a beautiful day outside. Let's go ahead and pull up our camera 21 here. Take a look outside. Emily, how beautiful of a day is it?
I know. Isn't it just the perfect day to go out and ride the rail? Just an opportunity to see these beautiful views from the skies being so blue, and also just, when you're going on that rail, you are able to see Hawaii at, that higher vantage point, which is why they called it the Skyline, which is just really cool to see. You get to see like the ag land, the farming out there, and then also just seeing like the buildings that you're so used to seeing on ground level, but now you're at that higher point.
Completely new views, and that's part of the reason why I actually do want to hop on the rail, hopefully this weekend, because it is free.
It's free.
Let's go ahead and go back to the ceremony from earlier today. This was at the Halawa Station. A huge crowd of dignitaries, and of course the Royal Hawaiian Band was out there as well. So we're going to go ahead and let this play out for just a little bit.
Good morning and welcome to this truly historic occasion as we begin to open up Skyline for the general public. But before I begin my comments, just a personal note, and I hope you'll indulge me. As I'm sitting here this morning on the stage, it hit me looking through and seeing Aloha Stadium. And I was there the night we opened it up as a young assistant football coach in 1975. And I think back about all the great games not only we coached in, but for the years that I spent announcing and then subsequently as a fan, and the joy and the pride that brought to Hawaii. And here we are today in a new beginning with this venture and all that it means for our future. It's very, very humbling moments. In the spirit of all that took place in that great stadium, just invoke that right now in the spirit of today. So, we have so many distinguished guests today. It's impossible to introduce all of us. However, I do want to recognize some very special people. First, the Honorable Assistant Secretary to the Navy, Meredith Berger. Senator Brian Schatz. Governor Josh Green. The Deputy Regional Administrator from the FTA, Amy Chongchen. The Executive Vice President and Executive Officer, Railway Systems for Hitachi, Alastair Dormer. The President of the American Public Transportation Association, Paul Skoutelis. The Consul General of Japan, Yutaka Aoki. The Board Chair of HART, and someone whom I owe a real debt of gratitude for her hard work, her brilliance, and her unwavering commitment to making Skyline a successful reality today, Ms. Colleen Hanabusa. Today's opening of Skyline begins truly a transformative era for Hawaii. It's also the culmination of years of hard work to fulfill what was a very bold vision. And I would be remiss in not acknowledging the three mayors prior to my administration, all of whom played a vital role in the construction of the project. Mayor Mufi Hanneman, who's not here with us today, Mayor Peter Carlisle, who's not here with us today, but Mayor Kirk Caldwell, who is here and joined us today. I thank you publicly. I know firsthand it wasn't easy. I want to also sincerely offer my deepest respect and appreciation for FTA Administrator Ms. Noria Fernandez for her belief and confidence in our team to finally make this project a reality. And to FTA Regional Administrator Mr. Ray Tellis, who has become an excellent mentor and a guiding light throughout the entire process for us. My most sincere mahalo. I also want to thank the countless men and women of our construction unions who have labored for so many years to build this world-class transportation system we now call Skyline. I also want to acknowledge the leadership of those unions for their unwavering commitment. And I want to especially acknowledge Ron Takeda, the head of the Carpenters Union, for his leadership and also in being a driving force in the creation of this project. I also want to thank our City Council under the leadership of Council Chair Tommy Waters and Vice Chair Esther Kiaina for their support and understanding as we work through the many challenges that we face together in getting to today. I also want to strongly acknowledge and thank the HART Board for their vision and courageous leadership in performing an absolutely critical part in this process. Thank you. You know, words fail me, and I truly mean that, in acknowledging and especially offering my most sincere mahalo to the following 5 people who began with me 2.5 years ago in my office at the start of our administration, in the middle of a pandemic, who committed themselves to making today a reality. Our Director of Transportation Services, Roger Morton, and our Deputy Director, John Nouchi. You know, I can't think of 2 more passionate men committed to the art of public transportation, and we are in really good hands on a going-forward basis. To the HART First Deputy Director, Rick Keene, who constantly managed somehow to keep the numbers working no matter what we threw at him. Rick, my congratulations, my gratitude. And of course, our HART Executive Director and CEO, Lori Kaikina. Whose leadership, knowledge, grit, and determination was exactly what we needed at the time we needed it most. I am on record of saying that. I can't say enough about Lori. Okay? I also want to say that this is a moment for me to just express my deepest respect and gratitude for everything that the next guy has brought to the table during our weekly meetings each and every time. The tireless, hardworking, and the genius of our Managing Director of the City and County of Honolulu, Mike Formby. So in closing, I find myself not with the words to describe this magnificent project and all that it took by so many to get to this moment in time, and most importantly, what it means for our future generations. But I know one thing for sure, that today you cannot overstate the word historic. You cannot overstate the word iconic. And you cannot overstate the word transformative. Mahalo to all of you for being here today.
Well, that was easy. Congratulations, everyone. It is a historic day. It's an honor to be governor in this moment when the rail begins. I want to say a couple quick mahalos to the Royal Hawaiian Band. Let's give them a round of applause. Beautiful. Councilwoman Tupola, also spectacular. Thank you. Look how this brings us together. I don't think we have to say more than that, really, to see people who have debated in a strong way for or against rail, but to see the value of coming together as a people to do something special. Because in the end, Hawaii should be able to do great things, big things. So I see Ron and Kyle there. Thank you for fighting all the way. Thank you for Senator Schatz and Senators Akaka and Inouye and Hirono and our representatives, Ed, fantastic, and Jill. They've been fighting for so many years so that these jobs could be created, so that this work could be done. It is extraordinary to imagine what's happened over these years. Congresswoman Hanabusa, amazing work, both at the level of congressional and then in your capacity to make this happen too. Let's give her a round of applause. That's special. And it would be easy for us to forget so many of the people that fought for this. Of course, and I thought it was very generous and eloquent and heartfelt of the mayor to thank Mayor Caldwell. He took more lumps on this thing than anybody. He deserves an extra round of applause. So like I said, Hawaii should be able to do great things, and we will. This is one of many. As the mayor pointed out, right over the horizon, we will need to build a stadium for the good of Hawaii, for more opportunities to bring us together. And we'll come together and use this as an example of how we can improve the economy, how we can take care of our people, how we can build housing along this rail line. I know that that's been a passion of Tommy and so many other of our leaders at the city level and the state level. We have to build housing. We have to care for our people. We have to improve our quality of life. And this is certainly one of those moments where people's lives will improve. So from Jamie and me, our extended family, congratulations to the workers who put out, who made this happen. It is an amazing day. Mahalo, aloha, congratulations.
The Honorable Brian Schatz, United States Senator for the state of Hawaii.
Aloha and good morning. And what a good morning it is. You know, it is really a good opportunity to see everybody who made this happen. It's not easy when you at least reach a milestone as important as this. And I was thinking about this in politics. Part of the magic of community organizing and politics is that everybody who is part of something feels secretly to themselves like they're the one that made it happen, that without them, this thing wouldn't have happened. And it is rarely true, but in this case, I look out into this crowd and behind me, and I think there's probably 50, 75 people without whom this wouldn't have happened. This is an extraordinary moment. This project faced multiple near-death experiences along the way. It was challenging. It took a lot of grit. It took a lot of arguing. It took a lot of money. It took a lot of determination and skill and political risk. And I look out here and I'm serious. I could throw a tennis ball and find someone and go, oh yeah, we needed you at this particular point. Without you, it would have died, right? Certainly all the council members, certainly the legislature, certainly the professional staff at the federal, state, and county level, certainly the former mayor and the current mayor, and all of the staff at DTS and across this great island of Oahu, and the workers who are still in the process of building this extraordinary project. And so this has been really challenging. Challenges remain ahead, but what an extraordinary milestone. We finally have a rail system that is operational, and that is worth celebrating, and all of you are worth celebrating. Thank you so much for all of the work, and let's get it done.
The Honorable Meredith Berger, Assistant Secretary of the Navy for Energy, Installations, and Environment, and Chief Sustainability Officer.
Aloha and good morning. It is such a pleasure to be with all of you today as you hit this milestone, and what an exciting time it is. And I have heard a lot of folks reflect on community as they've made remarks, and I look out and I see what that community looks like. It's a community that with kindness and collaboration has continually worked with the Navy, the Marine Corps, the whole Department of Defense. And so I see all the folks here together, and I see what the community here in Oahu looks like. I see the Navy, the Marine Corps, Army, Air Force, and I see what that looks like as we all come together. And so as I do my work, I think about 3 C's. I think about climate action, critical infrastructure, and I think about community. And so, Mr. Mayor, as you were talking about that grit and determination and the will to get things done and the knowledge to support it, that is what brings together a community to, as the governor said, get things done for a place like Hawaii. And as Senator Schatz was saying, it takes everybody to make sure that we do it and bring it together. And so as we work as a community to move forward, to see electrification, to make sure that we have transportation that is connective, I offer a special mahalo on behalf of the Navy. This is something that will bring so much connection to the community for the Navy. As we see this stop here at the Halava Gate, this is where people can come and visit the Arizona and the Missouri. As we get closer out in a few years, the Makalapa Gate will help to connect the workforce, and we're excited to be able to use this rail as part of our transportation initiative and options here, and continue to build and to grow together. And I know that as I look up at the carvings behind us, that's so significant as we think about the mo'olelo and the stories of where we are. And I had the chance to drive by the Makalapa Gate on the way here and saw the carvings that have the ships that reflect the connection of the Navy story to the community story. So I look forward to seeing this progress. I am grateful to be included. I see so much potential in how we continue to work together on infrastructure like this, on electrification, on the things that will help get after some of the incredible things that Hawaii can do. So mahalo for today, and what an incredible day.
Colleen Hanabusa, Board Chair for the Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation.
Good morning and aloha. I'd like to ask, and if Roger Morton did this right, they should be located together. The Heart Board to please rise. Roger almost did it right. Roger, you stand too. I wanted you all to see the hardworking, for most part, unpaid volunteer board, and it means a lot. Let me give you a little bit of background. I was in the Hawaii State Senate in 2005 when we passed the first GET. I was in Congress in 2012 when the full funding grant agreement was signed and participated in the signing of the ceremonial full funding grant agreement. Then in 2016, thanks to none other than Mayor Caldwell, I was appointed to the HART Board for the first time. I think I'm the only person, as my husband says, is low enough to serve more than once. And I also served as chair then. And jumping ahead, in 2021, I had the great honor of being appointed by Mayor Blangiardi, and also my colleagues made me chair again. But let me tell you about what it's taken. So 2005 GET, 2012 full funding grant agreement. We needed to go in and get 2 GET extensions, and we were in Congress, Michael Formby and I, my chief of staff, so I had him before Mayor Blangiardi. And there was, of course, at that time, Act 1, which is what brings us to 2030. And in 2016, we were both on the HART Board. And that is what I say caused the transfer to DTS of the operations and maintenance of rail. But in addition to that, we amended the charter to do not only that, but to also create a board that had oversight and, in particular, policy-making authority and control of the HART budget. That was a great responsibility put upon this board, and this board rose to the occasion. Working with Tommy Waters, it was this board's initiative that did the TAT 3%. Thank you, Tommy, for asking us for your help, for our help. And in addition to that, we also then rolled into the recovery plan, which you all hear so much about. This board would not be a rubber stamp board. They disagreed with HART administration's predictions, as Rick Keene will tell you. He lost a lot of hair at that time. But we stood our ground. And I believe that what time will show is that this board, unpaid volunteer, did an amazing job. And one of these things that this board would not let me leave this podium without acknowledging is the hard work of the HART staff. All of you, you know who you are. You're out there. Of course, Rick is up here. Nate is up here. It is because we give them a bad time. We do. But it is because we give them a bad time that we're able to be, I believe, where we are here today. So though I stand before you as the chair of HART, I only stand before you as the chair of HART because I've got an amazing board who is behind me, who has stood together since 2021 to get us to where we are. We're not anywhere alike in any way. But you know what? We're able to put our differences aside for one specific purpose, and that is rail, the completion of rail for the benefit of the people of the city and county of Honolulu. So to members of the board, I stand here thanks to you. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve with you, and it has been a greater honor to have served as your chair. And I can only say I am looking forward to watch our Pollyanna, Anthony Alto, and the wonderful pig that's been formed called Ala Moana and beyond. And believe me, they're there for one purpose, and that's to best serve the needs of the people of this great city. And as everyone has said, this is the beginning of it all. And with board members like that, you can't go wrong. So mahalo, everyone. Mahalo, board. Thank you.
Amy Chanchin, Deputy Director, Federal Transportation Administration, Region 9.
Hello, everyone. I'm Amy Chanchin. I am the Deputy Administrator for the Federal Transit Administration Region 9 office in San Francisco, where we serve 7 states and territories, including Hawaii. I am so glad to be here today to joining you in celebrating a truly transformative moment in public transportation in Honolulu. the strong representation today from the Hawaii leaders shows how important it is, the project is to the region and to the entire state. While, of course, the Skyline will operate and serve the Honolulu community, we know that the investments in public transportation support economic prosperity, sustainable community and environment, and social mobility, which benefits everyone. So FTA Region 9, we have been a partner to the HEART project since the very beginning, and I particularly would like to recognize our project lead, Ryan Fuji, who is based in Honolulu, and thank you for all your hard work. And it does really take a village, and we're privileged to be here. At the FTA, our mission is to improve public transportation for America's communities. And I think that we can all look at the overcrowded roads here on Oahu and know that instinctively, that fast and safe and effective public transportation across Honolulu will improve this community. And by making it easier than ever to live, work, and visit Oahu without needing a car. So I also want to congratulate Honolulu DTS for receiving an award of $20 million earlier this week for their zero-emission bus deployment project. And you can see some of the buses out there. And so this project will especially offer great benefits to disadvantaged communities here locally and will advance the DTS's vision and goals for transitioning into a fully zero-emission system by 2040. So I should note that the Honolulu's grant is one of 130 projects funded through the record investment in electric bus transit by the 2021 bipartisan infrastructure law, which Senator Schatz, thank you, and the Hawaii delegation were instrumental in securing the funding and sending to President Biden for signature. The president believes that when you invest in American infrastructure from bottom up and middle out, great things happen. And we at the FTA are so proud to be part of that effort. Hawaiians will soon to see the benefits themselves with the system. I am so excited to be here and to celebrate with you, and I am so excited for what is to come next. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Paul Skoutelis from APTA.
Aloha. Good morning. Thank you, Amy, very much. It is so great to be here. First of all, congratulations to the community and to HEART and to all of those who put on this fabulous event this morning to really celebrate something that we should all feel so very proud about. You heard a number of themes this morning from our speakers. One has been how long this project has been in the process of getting built and constructed and opening. Second, the collaboration that it's taken and the leadership. And I simply want to take this moment to thank all of the leaders who are with us today. Mayor Blangiardi, who has been fantastic. We met a couple of years ago in Washington. He said, there's no question, we're going to go forward and we're going to build this. Mayor, thank you for your continued energy and direction and vision to get this done. Governor Green, Senator Schatz, who've been instrumental in terms of supporting and making sure resources are brought to the project. Chair Hanabusa for her leadership with the HEART Board, FTA Deputy Administrator Amy Chengchin, and of course Nuria Fernandez in Washington, D.C. for FTA, who have been just stalwarts behind this project, and to the professional staff that have been acknowledged here, our good friend Roger Morton, Director of Transportation, John Nucci, the Deputy, and of course Lori Kahikena, CEO of the HEART system. Thank you, Lori. It takes tremendous, tremendous energy to do what they have done. Let me just say, you know, I've been in the transportation, specifically rail and transit business for 40 years. I will tell you firsthand that these projects, a mega project like this, is not for the faint of heart. They take a long time. They take a lot of money. They take a lot of support in the community. Many political jurisdictions and leaders who have to come and support this. They can die on the vine, as you've heard earlier, at any point in time. So it takes a united front, a collaboration that has to rise above all the negativity that happens. Don't be too hard on yourselves. That's not just here to get this project done. Again, I've witnessed and been a part of projects all over the country, large major projects like this, similar to this, and they all take a lot of effort. They take grit, determination, perseverance. They take up getting up each morning and saying, I'm going to do what has to get done. We're not giving up on this. That is what it takes. And that's what this community has come together to take. So I applaud you on behalf of the American Public Transportation Association for the work that you've done. You've embraced the future. You've taken this first step forward to smart transportation, energy efficient, responsive to our climate issues, creating economic opportunity for your community, for people. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. These are beautiful trains, wonderful stations, but it really is about the people in your community that will rely on this transportation every single day to expand opportunities in their lives, going to work, going to the doctor, going to school. That's what public transportation is all about. It is the great equalizer, giving people an opportunity to live their lives in dignity and responsibility, and that's what public transportation does here in Hawaii, here in Oahu, and Honolulu, and really all over the country. So I say to you, take great pride in what you're doing here today. Don't give it up. Continue with these extensions. They're very, very important. I believe that you will find in a few short years, as this line gets completed, you will have one of the most efficient rail systems in the entire country. The future is yours. Congratulations for embracing it. Congratulations for having the drive and the vision to move forward to accomplishment. Thank you very much.
Consul General Yutaka Aoki, Consulate General of Japan in Honolulu.
Good morning and aloha. And hearty congratulations to all as we come together today to celebrate the public opening of the first phase of Skyline. This is a special day, one that's been in the making for nearly 2 decades, a significant milestone in Skyline's journey so far, and a huge step forward in Hawaii's move toward carbon-free mobility and more sustainable future. The starting of the nearly 11-mile stretch from East Kapolei to the Aloha Stadium will, after all, enable Oahu to address the year-long problem of west-side traffic congestion and providing this island much-needed solutions in the face of over-tourism. But in joining all of you here today, willing to experience this railway system by Hitachi, the first of its kind in the U.S., and poised to put Hawaii on the map in so many positive ways. My awareness grows of the remarkable power of cooperative endeavors, those incredible collaborations in business, government, education, athletics, culture, and in technology like for Skyline, which have collectively served to bring Hawaii and Japan closer on so many levels, grassroots and up, through the past decades, through now, and hopefully through the generations to come. With the continued cooperation of the dedicated many who successfully saw us to the completion of Skyline's first phase. It's now only a matter of time for the completion of Phase 2 and eventually Phase 3, which will ultimately bring the benefits, the enjoyment, the attraction, and the convenience of traveling from city center and back quickly to greater number of Kama'auna and visitors alike. Best wishes to all, and I'm looking forward to celebrating with you all the many milestones to come. Mahalo nui loa.
Alistair Dormer, Executive Officer, Railway Systems, Nuclear Energy and Power Grid Business, Hitachi Limited.
Good morning. Aloha. Thank you very much for inviting us here to commemorate this occasion this morning. And I'd like to just give a special thanks to Senator Schultz, Governor Josh Green, Mayor Rick Blangiardi, and our partners, Roger Morton of the Department of Transportation Services and Lori Kakahina of HART. Without your support, we could not have made this the success that it will be today. Now, I know today we're going to go and ride on the train for the first time, which, of course, is a momentous occasion. And in my long career in the railway business, I've been to a few of these events. And normally the most nervous person in the whole of the city is the driver. Because the big boss comes down and says to the driver, okay, you've got to make sure you stop exactly in the right place. You've got to make sure that you accelerate just at the right speed. And you've got to make sure that you brake just at the nice, gentle way, because there's the most important people in the whole city are going to be on this train. Fortunately today, the driver is Hitachi's digital technology. So the most nervous people are now the software engineers that have coded it. But this system is fully proven in great cities like Copenhagen and Milan, and will deliver a timetable. The train will stop within and adhere to a timetable within 10 seconds, 99.5% of the time, which is an incredible achievement. So I'd also like to really express my thanks and gratitude to the hundreds, maybe even thousands of people in Hitachi that have worked so tirelessly to make this project a success. There are some of the cleverest people on the planet, and this is the biggest robot in Honolulu sitting above us. So I hope you enjoy the day. I'd like to welcome Honolulu to that club of greener, more sustainable cities as we move forward. And I'm sure this is going to be a tremendous success for the city. Thank you very much.
Lori Kahikina, Executive Director and CEO of the Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation.
Thank you very much. I feel like I'm at graduation with all of the ladies, so thank you, all of you who have given me one today. First of all, I'd like to thank Mayor. Mayor, what a tremendous coach and leader. I've said it publicly many times that I felt like he took the weight off of my shoulders when he mentioned that we had to do a temporary truncated scope. I thought I would have to announce that to everyone, and he did that in the State of the City address. So, Mayor, thank you. Thank you for all of the support that you've given to me personally and to the HART project. Our board, as our board chair mentioned, you know, you folks push hard on us. You beat us up, but it makes us stronger. It makes me stronger, it makes the HART team stronger, and the project better. So thank you for all that you do for us. Governor, state legislators, we wouldn't be here without their support. I know Ed Sniffen is not here, but there's many times I'm calling him in the middle of the night that I need your help, and he's right there to answer my call and say, no problem, Lori, I got your back. City Council, at Oahu TAT, thank you so much. I know that was a battle, especially when we were going through this, but you folks have supported us throughout the project, and thank you for pushing our budget through. 10 minutes, that was a record. City departments, I think I call you folks too all the time. Kat, you approved our MOU in one day so we could get Dillingham moving, so thank you so much for that. The federal delegation, Senator Schatz, Dabney, Dale, you folks continuously support us. I know it wasn't easy when I first came in. Dabney, you would beat me up a lot. So again, like, the board made me stronger, and it's don't miss any deadlines, and we haven't. Every deadline you folks have put on us, we've made it, but your confidence means a lot, and you're pushing on our behalf means a lot. FTA, Amy, I know you're new, but you have impressed me. I've only met you this trip, and you have impressed me. Ray Tellis has supported us, of course, Nuria Fernandez. Our third-party stakeholders, HICO, thank you for your support. We battle too with you, but thank you so much. Kamehameha Schools, and I know I'm missing others, but as Mayor mentioned, the unions, we wouldn't be here without all of you, what you have built. I think some of our contractors are here. I know Nan is here. But we would not, this beautiful facility that we're standing in, they built it with all of their staff. And of course, today is about my staff. I would not be here. We would not be here. Rick, you're my right-hand man. Nate, you're my left. You too, Nate, I call you in the middle of the night. I'm sorry, but he always answers my call too. He tries to hide, but I call his house, I call his personal cell, work cell. You may as well answer, because next thing I'll be at your house, which I've done. He had to put up a huge gate so that I can't get in, but that didn't stop me. And Hitachi. I know we've battled with each other. I am so proud of what you folks have accomplished. Give me gray hairs as late as this morning, but I have the confidence every time that you're going to pull through. I did get a call this morning, by the way. We have a problem. You need to fix it. Today is not the day to have the problem. And they came through. So we will start battling again next week, but today we'll relax. Heart team, you folks can have off tomorrow and Tuesday, but we start Wednesday back to the second and third segments. So for those of you that you're going to ride the train for the first time, the views are spectacular. Born and raised here, I drive along the highways, and you don't see what you're going to see today. So thank you for being here, and thank you for all of your support.
Roger Morton, Director of the Department of Transportation Services.
Mayor Blangiardi, Governor Green, Senator Schatz, elected officials, neighborhood leaders, military leaders, esteemed guests, co-workers, and distinguished colleagues. Aloha. Infrastructure is not easy, but today marks a major milestone for HART and for DTS as we gather here to celebrate the grand opening of our new automated light metro system, Skyline. This momentous occasion calls for reflection and gratitude, as well as recognition of the challenges and triumphs that have brought us to this point, and the continued challenges and perseverance that will be necessary to get us to Ala Moana and beyond. Infrastructure is not easy. It demands unwavering commitment, tireless efforts, and a shared vision. The development of Skyline epitomizes the tremendous dedication and determination of countless individuals who worked tirelessly to bring this ambitious project to fruition. Many of you are here today and have had a role in getting us to where we are now, and I applaud all of you. Infrastructure is not easy, but the engineers who designed this intricate network of tracks and stations, to the construction workers who labored day and night to build the foundation of this remarkable system, to the planners who meticulously coordinated roles and schedules, to our partners at HART who had to periodically reinvent themselves and retool the system, to Hitachi and our other contractor partners who are charged with efficient operation, and to our city, state, and federal leaders who did not lose sight of the vision, I say thank you for your efforts and especially for your patience. Every step of this journey has been an uphill battle. We faced obstacles and setbacks, but you never wavered in your determination to provide the people of Oahu with a modern, efficient, and sustainable mode of transportation. Skyline represents more than just a collection of sleek, state-of-the-art trains. Yes, it's the first driverless train in the country. Yes, it's the first system with platform screen gates. Yes, we have one of the most sophisticated security systems in the industry. Yes, it will enhance the quality of life for our people in the West, who will have more time for family and less time crawling along in slow traffic. But Skyline will also create the opportunities to shape Oahu for decades that follow. It signifies our commitment to shaping a brighter future for our beloved Aina and our residents. Skyline will help us direct future growth to well-planned TODs, and it will help us keep the country country. As the system is extended, it will help us reduce our dependence on automobiles and help us meet our climate change goals. It will be a new engine for economic development, creating good jobs for our people. This initial segment is only an appetizer. Soon we will open additional segments to the airport, downtown, Ala Moana, and beyond. It's taken us more than 50 years to build the first initial segment. Imagine where we could be in another 50 years. But let's proceed clear-eyed, and let's not forget the hard lessons we've learned along the way. Infrastructure is not easy, but rail projects are marathons, not sprints. As we move from construction to operation and maintenance, we must continue to invest in the system, ensuring that Skyline remains a reliable, safe, clean, and efficient transportation option for generations to come. But now it's a time for celebration, and I invite you to get ready to experience Skyline. Mahalo.
The Honorable Rick Langiardi, Mayor of the City and County of Honolulu.
Well, I think you've heard everything there is to hear. So let's get on that train. Let's get upstairs and get on Skyline. Thank you all. I think it's been said by a number of the speakers. There's so many people that contributed in this audience today. I'm sorry we didn't get to acknowledge you, but you know who you are, and you know what you've meant to making today a reality. So let's enjoy it. Thank you again for being here.
Okay. The Royal Hawaiian Band, under the direction of Bandmaster Clark Bright, will now premiere their arrangement of Rapid Transit Hula, a mele composed in 1902 by Martha Nunny that celebrates the speed, power, and views from Honolulu's first rapid transit system. Today, 121 years later, we commemorate the start of Skyline, Honolulu's newest rapid transit system.
Hawaiian music has commemorated the getting of people from place to...
Lots of thank yous, lots of congratulations on this historic day, the first running opening to the public of the rail system that has been long awaited.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear from all the dignitaries and their perspective, including the mayor, talking about how he was an assistant coach when they were breaking ground on Aloha Stadium, and to come to this day after all these years.
Also thank the three mayors that preceded him, and also looking ahead, I thought it was also great to hear from Lori Kaikina saying that her crew is going to have the weekend off, but come next week, they're back to work on phase 2 because they still got a lot of work ahead.
Yeah, we're going to have much more coverage on the opening ceremony of Skyline. We'll be right back.